Hello everyone and welcome to the hotspot. Another Friday. We are back to uplift you with some Manchester United news. Fridays are always exciting because it is always the day we get to sum up what has been happening in the week concerning the beloved club, because Man United is like that gift that does not stop giving. I mean, every day, every minute, every second there is something about Manchester United, but boy, isn't it coming in thick and fast. We are hearing now that the Sir Jim Ratcliffe takeover is nearly confirmed now. Reports are coming through. There is one from Bloomberg that it is done finally. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has been confirmed now. Soon United, of course, will be coming out with an official statement. We should be hoping that for that to happen in a short while. But guys, as we do get excited about Sir Jim Ratcliffe coming through, there is some hot development that is coming through. David Beckham, Becks, yes, the co-owner of Inter Miami and also co-owner of Salford City, the legend of Manchester United, could be returning in a top capacity at Manchester United. I will tell you why that would be such a smart move by Sir Jim Ratcliffe and whoever orchestrated it. And there is reason to think so, because really David Beckham lately is so much in our faces. I see him every time I go online. I see something about David Beckham. Lately, it's him and his love for the daughter, always kissing and enjoying the story about how he has always been touchy and cozy with the daughter. Beautiful to see. Pretty good dad. I mean, like any dad with their daughters. So sweet to see. David Beckham from the World Cup and in Qatar, how he was branded. Recently we saw an interview before this whole takeover thing was sorted. There was an interview with him about this, and he seemed to know something, and I spoke here about it. David Beckham seems to know something, and I told you the takeover might be getting done soon. And what we are peeping now, what we are beginning to as if see, is that David Beckham could actually be being prepared to return as the face of Manchester United, an ambassador of Manchester United. Now, this is why I think this would be the smartest move from Manchester United. Now, United right now does not only need a change in who owns what, a change in who owns football. That Sir Jim Ratcliffe is managing football, so change of staff already this week. We know that it has been confirmed. Richard Arnold, the former CEO, has resigned. He will be leaving at the end of the year. We know that John Mata is rumored also to be on his way out, or his job is already being put out there for debate. It's not quite unfair on him, to be honest. You wouldn't want to be contracted to a job, but every day waking up to stories from the hotspot, like whatever stand, and everyone is talking about your job and who should be the one taking it. I think the next obvious thing to do, we are going to hear, is John Mata has also resigned officially, and I hope that will be soon. We're hearing that Sir Jim Ratcliffe is done and dusted. Now, Man United is dealing with the football, and it's good. You love to see it. We're hearing things of, what changes are expected, meetings between Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the coach Eric Ten Hag and all. It's good for the football. But what United needs now is beyond changing just the football. United needs a whole complete overhaul, 360, and that includes the branding. The branding of Manchester United now is Harry Maguire. The branding of Manchester United now is Marcus Rashford. The branding of Manchester United is Eric Ten Hag. The branding of Manchester United now is Jadon Sancho. When the branding of Manchester United now is Mason Greenwood. A bit back then it was. The branding of Manchester United has been so negative for such a long time that you need a David Beckham character, a liked figure, a lovable character, a guy who everyone at United will love because he's always smiling. He was a legend. David Beckham epitomizes the love for Manchester United because everyone loved him. He was a smiling genius. So he goes on, plays football, gets done with it, succeeds. He's a partner or employing the best player to ever play the game in Lionel Messi. It's beautiful to see. It's touching, people in the United States. He's changing football. So he's the perfect person to come back because he loves Manchester United. His father is a supporter of Manchester United. Bring him back as an ambassador so that the story now of United goes from the negative we've been seeing. It is now the beauty and smiles of David Beckham. That's what they call rebranding. He should be an ambassador and in its entirety, because United needs rebranding. And in this day and age, Branding is so important. It will only help even the Glazers in terms of making money. So for me, if there is any plan like that, and don't tell me about him being co-owner of these teams and Inter Miami and what have you, and president of Inter Miami and what have you, because he's a supporter of United, he can still do it. He can still be an ambassador of the club. And for me, that would be impact when it comes to the brand. In this day and age, branding is important. To be honest, our branding has been to the dogs, to the gutters. It has been disgusting. You think about United and you're thinking negative, top of mind. But imagine thinking about United and you're thinking about the smile of David Beckham and the moments he gave us. We recently saw his documentary. It's not by coincidence that that documentary is coming out now. For me, it's not. I don't believe in coincidences anyway. I believe everything happens for a reason. And, I don't know about you. You can't believe what you want to believe. But I believe everything that happens for a reason. There is no coincidence in life. So I don't think it's a coincidence that David Beckham is all over our faces. His documentary is on Netflix, and what have you, stories, anecdotes about him and the wife, the stories we used to think about, the battles between him and Sir Alex Ferguson, the hair dryer treatment, man. I mean, it's not by coincidence that stuff is coming out now. They're up to something, and you know what? The hotspot Web Daniel is seeing it, but don't you worry because he's loving it. Yeah, Web is loving it. I love to see it happen because our club needs a rebranding. We need that rebranding because, man, it's been too negative. Our mental health uplift causes. This is my mental health organization. My mental health really was suffering. We need a proper branding. We need a proper branding. We need better branding as a club now, and Beckham can give us that. But Sir Jim Ratcliffe seemed to have a complete plan, a 360 plan, for the club. So for me, success with Sir Jim Ratcliffe would be, yes, change the football, which seems to be happening. Change the branding of the club, bring a top ambassador, and we knew that, of course, even during the whole silent takeover process, they were all bidders had legends they were partnering with. It seems Sajim was partnering with David Beckham. I mean, Beckham is a money maker. He's a business guy. Of course, we'll reap some good money from that, but it's worth it. So change that, the branding, and also we expect to see changes in terms of the facilities at Old Trafford, at Carrington. We need to look different. We can't be the same club Cristiano Ronaldo was laughing about, when he was leaving unceremoniously. We must rebrand. We are Man United. We might look like Man United. We might look cool. We must look cool. Man United is supposed to look attractive to this generation. Right now, like Paul Scholes said recently, all we sell as Man United is history. But, no one cares about history. My boy, he doesn't understand why I support Man United. He's thinking, man, Newcastle is a better... Can you imagine this little boy supports Newcastle? And I look at him and I'm thinking, oh goodness, how things change. That this boy found Newcastle exciting because, at his age, he found Newcastle winning. So you will find that most kids born now will support a lot of Man City, a lot of Liverpool, a lot of Newcastle, because they are Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur, because they are winning. The young kids of today, they are the teams they are seeing winning. They are playing good football. United now is not attractive to a young kid. We need to change that. We are Manchester United. All kids, all generations should love us. We need to revive ourselves, to revamp ourselves. And that's why I love that we are pointing at young kids, exciting kids. That's why Mason Greenwood should be back in so fast. These are the things Sir Jim Ratcliffe should be dealing with first. Bring in Mason Greenwood. Forget about the talk of, the boy is free. He's acquitted. Don't tell me about branding and all, come on. Let's move on from that. Let the boy play football. Because we need these young kids for the future of the club. If that is done, for me, it will be an exciting job. But to be honest, I'm excited for the future. You're seeing what happens, we're following what is happening slowly, and I feel excited for the future of Man United. I feel like it's going to bring a new breath of life. I feel like there's going to be a newfound love and fire, and I feel like we are going to love it different this time. It's going to be different. I feel it. But first, let us see David Beckham return. Let's see David Beckham return as an ambassador, and that for me will change a lot of things around Man United. Hotspot, subscribe. My name is Webb. I'll catch you later.